and welcome to another edition of This Week in YouTube, the unofficial, snarky, streaming video-themed news program of the 2010 Vancouver Winter Games. I'm 1984 speed skating silver medalist Lon Harris.
And I'm Jamaican bobsled champion Shira Lazar. Our top story this week, HD TV makers Vizio debuted a Super Bowl commercial starring Beyonce Knowles and a whole slew of your favorite internet stars.
You mean we can now watch the Numa Numa guy in stunningly crisp 1080p high definition? They must have gotten my letters!
Moments after the YouTube-inspired commercial aired, millions of confused nerds called Vizio's customer comment line to declare themselves first, call Beyonce a gay, and start arguments over where Barack Obama was born.
Now we'd like to just take a moment to thank our newest sponsor. I'm, of course, talking about the good people of Ugly Furniture.
Hang this from your ceiling, because 1982 said so. Oh, that is one geometrically sound centerpiece. What does that mean? I don't know, but look at this.
You know, I'm such a fan of this brand, they've actually asked me to appear in their new commercial. Kenny, can we roll a clip of that? Living room, bedroom, dinette. Oh yeah! You can find it with the furniture. I'm talking about other furniture. Santa Monica. It's just like a toilet bowl.
And now for a report on the blizzard that's been pounding the East Coast, we go live to CNN's Ali Velshi.
Today's the day to just sit in your homes and contemplate Howard Stern on American Idol.
No kidding. Listen, we know that a number of flights, most flights have been canceled in and out of New York airports for the afternoon. What's the difference? What does it mean that the airport is shut down? Does that mean it's a bigger deal?
You're a dumbass. You don't know this is a prank call?
Baba Booey, Howard Stern rules. Dumbass.
Velshi was not available to comment on the prank as he was anxiously awaiting a call about a big business deal from a Nigerian prince.
Bennett Media presents a 7-minute highlight reel of great movie moments from this past decade.
The less you let things upset you. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere.
Originally, it was just a 7-minute clip of the decade's greatest film, Norbit, but due to a copyright claim, they had to throw some other ones in there.
The 10-year movie retrospective provides a fascinating view into Americans' fears and hopes over the past decade, as well as Nicole Kidman's transformation from beautiful movie star to alien insect.
Google's Super Bowl ad featured a Parisian love story told entirely through searches. And now New Deal Comedy takes a look at how that search history might look in the real world.
Google has announced that they plan to make a Super Bowl ad featuring the search history of every single one of their users, just to screw with them.
Yeah, it turns out they're evil after all, which makes sense when you think about it. Only an evil company would deny being evil right in their mission statement.
Hey, look! A YouTube news show! What a brilliant, innovative idea that's remarkably ahead of its time.
Welcome to this week's edition of YouTube News. Switching things up a little bit, I thought it would be fun this week to have a little history lesson for those of you who haven't been with the site for forever and a day, and those of you who have, a nice little trip down memory lane.
To be fair, Will of DC isn't really reporting on the news. He's just comparing the current top 20 most subscribed channels to the ones from 3 years ago.
Wow. Bye.
Wow. This time-lapse video shows a Washington, D.C. snowfall from February 5th through the 6th.
Musician John Mayer was an early fan, explaining that he loves videos as long as they're all white.
All the footage was shot by YouTuber Amanda Reckonwith's own grandfather, who's currently being dug out of the backyard.
And now, a man with a dog poking its head through the neck hole of his shirt.
So, yeah, I guess we're pretty much done playing with this internet thing now. What else you got?
The filmmaker called it the third best time he's ever had, putting his head up a dog's ass.
In this totally real and not at all manufactured publicity stunt, musician Kesha and some of her friends deface the Hollywood sign.
Kesha?
Do you see this? Kesha said the new sign will help to promote her album and will provide a helpful landmark next time she wakes up drunk at 4 a.m. on the corner of Sunset and La Brea.
Kesha says she puts the dollar sign in her own name ironically, which just happens to be the exact same spirit in which I called her a musician.
In the latest outing from Muppet Studio, Beaker learns that YouTube commenters can sometimes be a bit harsh. No offense, but you'd think these guys would all be used to handling critics after Muppets from Space. I mean, come on.
You know, it may look like Jim Henson's rolling around in his grave, but there's actually a guy on either side of the coffin turning him.
Well, that does it for this week in YouTube. If you liked what you saw, be sure to rate and subscribe to our videos. For Lon Harris, I'm Shira Lazar, watching YouTube so you don't have to.
To the left, let's make this a dance. To the right, let's make this a dance.